I hope that you all can hear me. Hope you all can hear me. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing good. Yes. I know y'all can hear me so let's check and see who's all in here. Hola, hola, hola. Hopefully everybody's doing good tonight. Looks like Helen will. Helen is one of the first people in tonight. How are you? Hi, Chaotic Crafting with V. How you doing? There's my sissy. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Tammy. How's everybody doing this evening? Hopefully everybody has had an awesome kickoff to their week. I hope that everybody had an amazing Mother's Day holiday. I had a pretty crazy week. Ended up really, it just fell into place to be honest. And I'm gonna be chatting with you guys about that tonight. Tonight, we are young. Anyway, so we knew that there was going to be an art festival here in town, and I was so excited. I was so excited. I couldn't wait. It's gonna be an art festival. We get to go. You guys, if you don't know, did you have a good Mother's Day? I did. I did. I got up early in the morning. I got to meet up with a friend. She is trying to make this brunch tradition. And so this would be now, I used to spend Mother's Day with my brother. He would take me to a champagne brunch at one of the hotel casinos on the strip. So that's where the idea kind of came to fruition. And then she and I, my mom, her mother in law, we all got together last year so that, we could observe not only our Mother's Day, but the Mother's Day of the mothers. Um, and the beauty of it is, it's champagne brunch. So we having champagne, um, and it's obviously orange juice. You can mix it and have your mimosa. It is something like I said that my brother started. It was definitely a lot of fun. My brother was not able to go the last few years. You guys all know I've talked about him endlessly, endlessly, endlessly. One quick update on his health. He is 100% fine. At this point, everything has checked off. His blood sugar has been under radar for the last few months to the extent he's no longer on the insulin pen. His A1C, his cholesterol, everything is checked out. There's no concerns over his heart. I feel like he's like a miracle child. His actual issue is that he's lazy. Just to give you guys that update. So I did see him. I kicked my weekend off visiting with him. Like I said, this was a tradition that he started. He couldn't wait. I loved being spoiled. And my kids were young. They were too young to really, take me out on the town and do stuff like this. So he stepped up as the good uncle that he's supposed to be, and he made sure that he was getting me out and I was enjoying myself and things. So now, again, a girlfriend of mine, she told me that this is definitely a tradition that she's wanting to, enact and keep going. So this was our second annual, although, it was something that I really enjoyed. This is our second annual, and we already have plans on what we're going to do starting next year. So that's fun, something to look forward to. And I love tradition. So Saturday, I get up, and I visit with my brother. Kind of knock him about a little bit, bust his head. I really was just trying to get an update from the nurse on, what was going on. I wasn't expecting them to be like, yeah, I was like, so you saying he could be out there playing football or basketball? And it was like, well, I mean, he probably gonna have to work up too, but yeah. Um, so they really, were basically telling me that, with him under so much care and eating the way he's supposed to and things like that, everything can still be fine. He really is just impacting his own health at this point. So, good news, great news, right? And, more importantly, just kind of put some things into perspective for me. So I wanted to, after I visited with him, kind of get out, have a little fun. You know, I knew that there was going to be an art festival going on here in town. And I was looking forward to it. Something that me and my mom had looked into. If you guys have been around for a while, you know that my mother always wanted to be an artiste, a paid artist. And that was her goal growing up. That's what she wanted to be. Like, kids want to be firemen, astronauts. I want to be a police officer. Dun, 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 to save the world. In any event, she wanted to be an artist. And she enjoyed drawing. She loves scenery. She loves like butterflies and floral scenes. Um, and she was good, like really good. Art teachers came to the house to meet with my grandmother and my grandfather. I'm pretty sure my grandfather would have been on board, but not my grandmother. She was like, you ain't got no way to make no money from that. You can take your butt to school. You're going to do something honorable. You have a check coming in. That way you too can have 11 kids like me. I'm sorry, Grandma. I had to do it. I couldn't resist. Sorry. Anyway, they broke my mama's spirit. They broke her heart. Who didn't want to do something outrageous when they were a kid, right? And what do we have to look forward to when we get older? Bills, responsibility. We know what they were saying and we know that they meant well. But just think back to that kid at heart when they had those hopes and those dreams and those aspirations. Think back to how that destroyed them. Now we're gonna spend because she's 29. That's me. Me is she. She's 29. So let's spend like 29 years later, and and she's into diamond art so much that it is an addiction. And she has all of these wonderful friends that surround her. And guess what they like to do? They like to diamond paint and look at diamond art as well. And this is so addictive that she looks at it and she's like, oh, those are beautiful scenes. You guys come up with that on your own? Like, no, an artist creates it and then it's charted so that we're able to go back over it and customize it if we like. And she said, an artist did that? Yeah. And you're paying for these? Yeah. And other people are also? Yeah. And then sadness just overcame her when she realized that art was a form of livelihood that she probably could have indulged in. She felt that heartbreak all over again. And that broke my heart. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, Mom. I would have liked you. And I felt horrible. So now the last few years since she's been residing with me, she's been able to kind of come into her own. She's definitely back involved and indulged in the art world. She's drawing, she's painting. She doesn't know what she prefers more, either drawing or painting. She hasn't made that, determination yet. But she does feel like um like she could make something, she could create something that other people may be interested in, and she does see where it could be viable. She's got a ton of ideas too, and she's into color palettes, which I love because she likes to create, these awesome, amazing color palettes. So because she's into art and she wants to maybe one day see if she could follow it through to fruition. She looks into these things like art festivals. She does YouTube. She has a couple of her favorite drawers, a couple of favorite colorists. And so she definitely kind of looks into all of that, and she's, putting forth an effort. Sorry about that. I'm trying to keep these right here a little bit separate. These are diamonds. So she's putting forth the effort, and I love it. I love everything that I'm seeing, and I just feel horrible that she didn't get a chance to maybe explore something that she really could have been passionate about in life. But with that said, we are out here and we're enjoying the adventure and we're doing all of these different things. So one of the things that we decided to do, we're going to enjoy this art festival and we're going to look at different forms of art. One of the best forms that I saw, it was just a good one, was chalk art. And where we stay at here in town, it's Henderson. Our city council has commissioned several artists to create some of their biggest, uh, I guess, paintings, canvases, but to create it as a form of chalk art on the ground. And so one of the things that we got to do, and I have to check to see, I forgot to upload my stuff. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But one of the things we got to do was stroll along the downtown city streets and look at the commissioned art pieces that they had. And it was so beautiful. And she stared and she kind of looked, because one of the things that I love to see that was observed was you could see shading. Do you know how hard it is to blend if you're coloring with markers, your oh-hoo-hoos, your oh-ha-has, Now imagine kind of coloring and blending using chalk. And so there were some beautiful art forms that we saw that I really enjoyed because they were using chalk to create their canvases. We saw people that used you remember mosaic art? Back in Egyptian days where they kind of put together pieces of tile and stone, just like we do, but these are, we already have the pattern. Can you imagine looking at colors, looking at stones, and creating your canvas or your tapestry, but from the stones and the pebbles and things that you yourself found? We're kicking about, we're in the dirt portion of Egypt, and we are stealing rocks from all that the Pharaoh has commissioned. Things like that. And they take these pieces of rock and they put them together, and you stand back in your eye, just like what happens when we look through the viewfinder of one of our canvases. We see something sometimes through the viewfinder that's just not there to the naked eye, right? So imagine 700, 800 years ago, a couple thousand years ago, when they only had their imagination, and they took these pieces and they fit them together. And when you step back from their palette or from their canvas or their tapestry, you see what they only imagined. That is so amazing. And we saw that. We saw people who use mosaic tiles and different tiny pieces of pebble and rock to create. Obviously, nowadays we probably just need a color chart, and we can, but I mean, it did take me back in time. So it's something. Some of the other things, we saw was our traditional, crafts and art. We saw people who were creating gorgeous works of, pieces of clothing and, using their sewing machine, using knitting needles and crochet needles. We saw embroidered pieces. We got to see a lot of various arts and forms of art and crafts. And one of the things that I was like was, let's do something. I got tired of walking. It was 90 something degrees, like 98, 99 degrees. I do live in the Mojave Desert. So I'm like, let's do something. So we ended up trying to paint. We ended up trying to paint. And so before I say who did what, I'm going to just sit this out here and I want you guys to kind of get a gander. So, first, this is the first. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm trying to see in my little. Hi, Karina. How are you? It's been almost a year since I've seen you. How you doing? Okay, hopefully you guys can see this little canvas right here. See if I can move this up. And if I can, just a little bit. Hopefully I'm getting it for you guys. I'm just moving this around a little bit. Going too far? You think? Yeah, going too far. Okay. This is good. All right, so slide it back on over. And then you guys can let me. Oh my goddess is here. Oh my goddess is here. All right. So hopefully, I don't know what's up with this internet. Let me try and get a better one. Oh, I can't. I'm on my spare. All right, sorry about that. Hopefully you guys are able to see. But this is one of the canvases. Everyone's coming in and saying hi. It's my goddess. Hello. How are you? How you doing? And then we have Helen. Hi, Helen. I know Helen is the first person here, but she's saying hi to. Oh, she's saying hi to Tima. Susan, how you doing this evening? My brother and sister-in-law got a puppy. Her name is Jess. She will be picked up on the 4th of June. She is a bearded collie. I'm a bearded Tia. I am. Alrighty. So hopefully you guys are able to. There is a big delay going on here. But I'm hoping that you guys are able to see this a little bit better. That's horrible. It's like horrible. It so is. Okay, so that's one of the canvases. I'm trying to make it so you guys can see all of the beauty. All of the beauty. And the detail. So back down. A bearded Tia. Yes, she's got whiskers. They're like, I don't know, they're coming from everywhere. Fine, I've been through a lot. My son has to have open heart surgery and trying to adopt my grand. Oh, Karina, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, I'm sure I'll be giving you plenty of love. I get to see you shortly in a few months. All right, so that's one painting. And now we're going to go over to painting number 2. I need you guys, when you see these, I need you to vote on which one. Which one? Okay, and here's number 2. Which one do you? Boy, that's a horrible, horrible. horrible. I don't know. It just looks a little blurry. Looks a little blurry. Yeah, yeah. All right. So you guys see the two canvases, right? Need you guys to put in number one. That was the first one. The one with the sun. Or number two. That's this one. The second one. The one with the heart. Or the butts. Whichever you think it is. Start your engines now. Start your engines now. Start your engines now. What's going on? Something's going on. Mhm. Alrighty. 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 Something's going on. My Tima is not. Oh, you changed your name. You know you can't do that. I'm sitting here like, what's going on? What's going on? And heard and done it. Heard and done it. That's it. It's only four of y'all that are going to put a vote in. Okay. Alrighty. I'm gonna go back. Gonna go back. Gonna go back one more. Okay. Go back one more. I don't know if you can see. Boy, oh boy. Mm-mm, 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 uh-uh. Yeah, that just looks horrible. That is a horrible, horrible, horrible angle. Alrighty. Why? Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty. The next thing that sending hearts to you. Sending hearts. Sending hearts and love to Karina. Alrighty. The other thing that I got a chance to do this weekend, and I know my sisters already know because I shared it with them. So you guys know that I have a crush on Chuck Pinson and that I share him with my wifey, Mindy of Mindy's Diamond World. Oh, she's Mindy's Diamond Moment. Um, and you guys know that he's my favorite artist because I love canvas. I mean, landscape canvases. I do. I love landscapes a lot. I love to see water scenes. I love to see nature. Um, every once in a while, I'll go for an animal. But then I also love cute, pretty, cute, pretty. I think that's a good way to describe this person. So we are at the art festival and we had just missed an artist with one of the diamond painting companies that I am now currently an affiliate for. So make sure you guys check down in the bottom. You guys can use my code TF15. I really do want to stop right here and thank everyone who, shopped and kind of tested it out. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. There were people who, were going to shop anyway. And when they shopped, they used, my code and they did get a savings. Yay! Um, and I got paid right away. I appreciate that definitely because I'm used to used to have a payday for a prior company that I was an affiliate for, and so we waited till that payday and then anything, but this was like immediate. And so I appreciate it. If you guys see something you like, just make sure you hit my code. I appreciate all of you so very much. So with that said, moving over, I get through the festival. I'm exhausted. It was quite a day. We had a ton of fun. We went to go paint, and we created the two masterpieces that you saw. Now, if you know me, you know that I love scenery. So you know that this was mine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This I'm shocked that my mother picked it. We got to pick and try, something different. She This is a dog. She hates it. And the funny thing is, there's nobody, well, except you guys, that they've walked in. We put it on display, and then obviously on Mother's Day when family and friends were coming over, they talked about this so bad. So apparently my sky is too dark. Okay, that I heard. And then apparently, my son it's deformed, and apparently it looks malformed, located where it's at. I was like, pretty little son. Yeah. I thought I was doing something. The other obvious is like, what the heck was going on with my water? I'm like, what do you mean? It looks like water to me. It doesn't look like water to you. No. And then the only thing that I've gotten compliments on is the mound of dirty sand. They said the sand looks very dirty, but the sprigs of sea moss coming up out of it is only thing that looks real. They asked me where I got the color from, and I let them know that was supposed to be the color of the birds. I didn't feel like remixing, so we made it work. We made it work, y'all. We made it work. So I want to thank y'all for seeing exactly what I see. 'Cause I thought I did the best also. Leave it to family and friends to shoot you down. That is so horrible. I'm going to start trying to. I always mess up when I try and add the iPad and stuff in. So I went back to my normal technology, but that's like so. I don't know. It's like not clear. I want you guys to see it clear. My iPad. All right, let me see what I got left on here. What I got left on here. All right, I'm going to try and do it so that you can see it. That's going to be awesome. But, yeah, you can't tell me nothing. Y'all just selected my number. Look at that. We are family. We all act and think alike. Okay. All righty. So now, all right, here we go. What I'm trying to do, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to open this up. I don't have, so that you can see it. So you can see it. Yep, that's what I want. Alrighty. And I want you guys to just let me know. Coming in. I'm sorry, it's making me name it. It doesn't look so bad. All right. Let's see. Let's see what I see. Mm. Clearly, there's always an issue with me. Y'all be y'all be rocking with me too, but I feel honored. I don't know what I did. All right, here we go. I think it's what are you guys able to see it? Open that I gave you. I'm giving you a good view. That's on the iPad. I was hoping that this was a better view for you. Then anyway, the water I got teased on. The sun I got teased. And they were like, "Why is the sky so dark?" Hi, Cynthia. How are you? All right. So I was just trying to give you guys a little bit more clarity because I got teased when I got in. So we had a lot of fun. Obviously, we were leaving. I find out that one of the artists who I really appreciate their mind and the way that they approach their artistry. One of the things that I gained an appreciation for, me and my sister Crashly, we got our canvases at the same time when this canvas came out. And one of the things that I had really gained an appreciation for is that it's dark. Is that acrylic paint? Yeah, I don't. I want to say no, but I know it wasn't oil. This stuff dried before we could get our brush into it. It was crazy. Um, um, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So the next thing that I did, we were leaving, we were tired. It was a long day walking. It was 90, I think it was 97 or 98 degrees out that day. And you guys already know that every time I go in the sun, I turn into a vampire and my face burbles up. And so I got to get in and I got to get out, or I'll turn into, I'll disappear. I'll start turning into dust, literally. And it's really crazy what has been going on with me the last year. But we are leaving, and we see Curtis Reikovich is going to be there the next day. And I'm like, wow, are you serious? So I remember when me and Crashly had the conversation. We were going to get the canvas. Um, we had our idea on how we were going to modify. And yes, Mr. Reikovich was there. Oh my gosh. And he loves, when I say love, he loves my mama. Boy, they could talk for hours. So clearly, that was a ton of fun. And for her, that just was, it made her day. get to talk to another artist. I was trying to ask questions, but I said, nope, let mama have her moment. So, real quick, just so you guys can see, one of the things that I did get an opportunity, because I didn't go all that way for nothing. So I said, can I get him to sign? And he did. So I just want to show you guys. He signed my copy. This is Symphony. And yes, me and Crashly both got Reikovich. This was like the first year he came out. Obviously, I call him the king of dark pretty. I mean, his characters are gorgeous. If you guys have an opportunity, check my link out down below. They are Dreamer design canvases, but he does kind of specialize in taking a fairy tale character. He really pulls the pretty, but he finds the dark side also. And I think the dichotomy just makes for some interesting art, especially if you're wanting a change from a canvas. You want to move over to like a portrait. We all love fairy tales and we all love those happily ever after stories, but we're adults. So what do we do when we're adults? How do we make it exciting? We get into a little dark pretty. So that was Symphony. It was the first canvas of his that I got, and it caught me. You guys all know how I feel about the unicorn, and the unicorn has a green and a purple mane. So you know that took me. That's my favorite and my second favorite. So it was a lot of fun. But I didn't stop there. I thought of you guys. Yes, I did. And so I got some signed prints. Where did I put the printer? I got too much going on. I do have too much going on. Hold on one second. I do apologize. Just you guys really love me. You really do. Oh, Dreamer! Hi, Dreamer. How you doing? Hi, sis. How are you? I have so many diamond paintings of his art from Dreamer Designs. I love his art. I think that particular one was my first purchase. Yes, that particular one was my first purchase. Loved it. When I first saw it, I again, one of the things that caught my eye, it really was Crowley that brought it to my attention. But she said she was on the fence and she was deciding between that and he has a Harley one, and she was like, "No, I'm gonna get it." And she likes, that quirky, fun side of characters. Where you get it? It came from Dreamer Designs. Yes. So make sure you look down in the description box that I have below. I am a Dreamer Designs affiliate. And make sure you click on the link, shop a little bit, and peruse Curtis Reikovich. But in the meantime, I do have some little bit of gifts that I got from. Hold on one second. Oh, I'm so bad. All right, so I'm going to show you guys, and then I have a couple that are going to be for giveaway. Okay, okay, okay. So hopefully you guys are able to see. I'm gonna start off. I'm not gonna open it. All of these are autographed and signed by Curtis himself. All right, so you guys are getting autograph prints. These right here aren't the ones that I'm showing you guys right now. These aren't up for the giveaway this evening. These are mine. And the reason why they're mine is because my mom picked two. And then I picked two that I thought were gorgeous, absolutely beautiful, that I would love to see for him to kind of maybe think about turning into a diamond painting. And so this is definitely one. Gorgeous. And you see what I mean in the face? Look, the face is so absolutely gorgeous. The makeup, the colors so even, they're so brilliant, you know. But then when you kind of scale back and you look, there's the bird coming through the heart, it's still, you know, dark. So that dark pretty. That dark pretty. Not pretty dark. Dark pretty. Okay. Leave it to me. We all know and love the character. I thought of Rebecca when I saw this. Everyone has fallen in love with that woman that fell down the hole and then started, you know, into the world of Wonderland. I still think this is extremely gorgeous. Even the hat, the coloring of the hat, it has like a metallic green feel. But nonetheless, look at the blending in the hair. The little rabbit, he should look weird, but he looks cute. Look at the teacup. And again, this was also autographed. Really enjoyed my time. We had a good time. My mom, I was trying to ask him little questions on the fly, but without actually taking him away because his booth did get kind of crowded. There were a lot of people there who was recognizing him, who was interested in his pieces, and there were some younger kids. My mom ended up bumping into a group of kids. They were between the ages of, I would say, maybe 8 and 12. And they were there, and they were really interested, probably because of the fairy tale aspect, you know, the dark measured with the fairy tale. But she thought that she had bumped them with the diamond paint she was carrying. But it ended up being okay. They ended up talking and everybody going over their love of his artwork and things. But it was just a beautiful day. This is one of the ones that my mom picked out. She wants to hug this cat, the cat with no hair. She thought it was gorgeous. I mean, it called her name from across the other side of the exhibit. And I've never wanted a cat with no hair, but I love the coloring. I love the ribbon. So that's my mom. I hope I'm doing the art piece a little bit of justice, and I'm sorry that you guys are maybe not getting as clear paint a picture as possible. And then this is one that she loved the blending of the eyeshadow. That's definitely gorgeous, beautiful. And you can see the eyeshadow is also green, so you know that's always gonna im- impress me. The makeup is flawless, the face flawless. Again, I like the hair, the soft, subtle highlights in the hair, the heart. But then there's blood coming off of the air. Hold on one second. I'll help you guys to see this. There's blood coming off of that arrow. So just wanted to share that with you, kind of show that. Those are gorgeous, aren't they? Absolutely. 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 Those are not up. Um, the ones that are up, they're just favorites. They are just favorites. We're gonna start off. Who do you guys think that doll is? Let me go back while you guys are typing in your responses and catch up and read. Good for you, Tia. That was very kind of him. Helen, he spent so much time with us. He, communicated. I feel like we're old friends. Got video of us and things. I had such a good time. It's so crazy to meet someone who you idolize and kind of revere. We all see the artists as they come through on the diamond painting company, and from afar we get to feeling connected to them. And so it's definitely, especially as he released more and more canvases, you start to connect just a little bit closer. You start to feel, um, I guess the connection is from feeling like, the storyline and the type of art that it is. Like I said, he has what I call dark pretty, and he tied it to some of our favorite fairy tales and stories of all time from when we were young. So to feel that connection and it to then transcend into real everyday life, we were out having a good time. Why? Because we're into art. And we did the whole festival. That wasn't planned. I did not plan on walking for this many miles in 97-degree weather. I was so exhausted by the time we got in. But it was a lot of fun because it was something that we enjoyed. All of us here tonight, we all enjoy art. We're all into our diamond art painting. We're all into coloring or, of some sort. We're in that community. And so I felt immersed. And then to meet someone that is in that community, but that's an icon, I really enjoyed it. I had so much fun. If Mickey's in here tonight, I'm sorry, Mickey. I got in and I shared the picture with the sisters, and then I was like, "Oh, Mickey!" And she said, "I'm glad you had fun." So it was a lot of fun. And so, I got a couple of things. I know that you guys know this canvas. You've probably seen it. Lots of people have definitely purchased. They've completed it and they shared it on various Facebook pages. I've seen some blinging that I definitely love, obviously, in here in the wedding dress, and then the embezzlement and the embellishments in the hair. A lot that can be done with this one, even, adding a little sparkle here and there to the blood red lipstick. So I do love that about the prints where we're able to see, the canvas in and of itself, and then to also get some ideas on what we could do with the same canvas if we have it, or we want to get it so that now we can use print to kind of, accentuate some ideas. So that's gonna be up for giveaway this evening, and you guys all know, I believe this is a Gemini twin. I'm pretty sure that you guys have seen this one. I haven't saw this blink out, but I have seen it completed on a couple of different Facebook groups. So this one, someone said it can barely tell. Hello, can you hear me? I'm sorry, Susie. I had took my headphones off and forgot to put them back on. You guys love me every week after almost 5 years. I am trying to give you a better view. How do you guys like that? Okay. Chaotic says, "Oh, that's better." I'm so glad that we figured out what was going on. I'm sorry. All right, what I'm doing now is trying to get ready for the giveaway. Alrighty, up first we are going to do a giveaway for the Gemini print. And so I'm going to have you guys type if you are interested and want to win the print. I am going to have you type. Okay, I'm going to have, I don't know what that is. Doing that. All right, there we go. I have it set up. Now I'm going to have you type in the word hashtag Gemini. All lowercase, no space between the hashtag and the Gemini. Okay, so let me make sure we all spell it the same way. All right, that is Gemini. I hope that, there we go. If you're interested in receiving the print, make sure you type hashtag Gemini. 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 Yup. I'm going to start collecting and I'm going to count down. It looks like it's only going to belong to one person. One person. Well, it's a huge delay. It's a big delay. Alrighty. So now that we got a contest going on, and you know Tia, she loves giveaways. I wouldn't be surprised if there was something in. It's closed. 2 entries, and here we go. Hashtag Gemini. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Mutnut! Mutnut, you already have pretty much my entire line. But congratulations. Do, 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 do. Make sure you reach out. Uh-oh, let me do that. Make sure you reach out. Alrighty, so now, glad that that one. Congratulations. Pretty sure there'll be something additional because you know I like giveaways. I think they're fun. I love participating in giveaways. I do. I type in hashtag why, even though I know why. If they told me to win something. Next up, beautiful bride. That's what I'm calling her. So we're gonna do. I'm gonna keep it simple. I bet you can guess what I'm gonna say. What do you think it's gonna be? Okay, that's better. I disconnected and went back on TV. Now I can hear you. Guess you had a giveaway. Also, was nothing wrong with your speakers. I didn't have my headset on, but once you said something, I remembered that I took them off to get the pics. Sorry. So this is a giveaway for print, but the next print in the giveaway word is going to be hashtag bride. Thank you. Hashtag bride. So if you are interested in winning this print, make sure that you type in the comment box below hashtag bride. Oh, I just cannot take how blurry this looks on my second camera. Does this look blurry to you guys? Blurry, blurry. Camera is so behind. Oh, this one, it looks blurry to you too. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I got to get a stand for my iPad because I know the iPad gives a better, the screen looks better. All right. Well, looks like nobody's gonna enter for this one. So, and there's no comments to collect. See, zero. That's okay. Because I'm gonna keep it. All righty. Other than that, what was it? All righty. Yeah, so other than that, after we got a chance to hang out, we got a chance to meet with Mr. Rykovich. He did end up autographing my canvas, which was so amazing. I had an awesome time. And then the next thing, my forehead started blowing up. My forehead, it just turned purple. And I don't know, it's hard to describe. I have a picture, and I hope when I share this picture, because I'm gonna sign off after that. But I hope when you guys see what I went through for the last couple of days, you understand why I very rarely am able to share myself on camera these days. So hold on. All right, let's start off with pick number one. Hi, this is me getting started. I just left visiting my brother. Yes, I do wear a mask still, mostly if I'm going visiting him. Why? Because I don't want him to get sick or me to get his cooties. So it just got there. I'm in a great mood. That did not last. No, sir, Bob. Same day. I don't know if you can see. Here we go. Face flared up. I don't know what is, but it hurts. That's me leaning back. It was burning and stinging so bad. I couldn't do anything but just sit. I remember telling you guys probably a week or two ago that I wasn't on camera because my face was killing me. And that is why I keep saying I'm turning into a vampire. Yeah. So I just wanted to share so that you guys can say I have been going through it. Yes, so it has been really bad. Um, the pain stings sometimes so much. The only thing that I can do is really to just um, close my eyes and just wait for the pain to kind of go away. And it really just happens anytime I find myself having been out in the sun, and it hurts so bad. It stings, it burns. Um, I can put a cold compress on because it feels like it is on fire. Even to touch, it's inflamed, it's on fire, and it just hurts, it just burns. Susan, it's whenever I go in the sun, I've been in the sun for a lengthy period of time. I'm turning into a vampire. I probably got bit one night, probably got bit by an incubus or succubus and didn't realize it. And now I'm turning. But I don't know. I think it could be something a little worse. Um, a lot of people are worried, and I'm scared. I do have my Dr. Cheryl in the background, and she has been telling me you need to get that checked. Because my fear is that it could be skin cancer, and I don't know why it flares up like it does. I've done everything. You can go to the virtual nurses and stuff, but I'm so scared to like go in because every time when you get older and you go into the doctor, they always tell you something's wrong. So, but it's nothing's working. The medicine for psoriasis not working, eczema not working. Um, what is the other one? Rosacea definitely not working. The rosacea one burnt me so bad. I had a flare up trying to get rid of the flare up. That was the first one. The eczema one stings. It didn't make it worse, but it didn't heal it. I do get a little bit of comfort from the psoriasis. It kills the skin, and the skin turns gray, and then it dies. Like, we're not talking days, we're talking in a few hours. So it's a lot. It may be shingles. My brother-in-law gets it. I've heard about that also. That's not good. But I'm getting scared, so I know I gotta get to a doctor and quit trying to do everything virtual. Can't believe I've turned into this person that is so tied to the virtual world, but it's embarrassing. You guys know I work from home, so I don't have to be in the public eye daily. And I used to be able to connect with you guys and feel great, but I feel horrible. And so I try to show my face as little as possible. Um, I was having a good day. As you guys could see, I showed you how my day started. And then I didn't plan on it, but it ended very horribly, you know. So I do plan to try as much as possible to get my pretty back. Look at her. So hopefully we will see. If if it only happens and the sun sounds like a reaction, Yeah, I don't know what it could be, Susan, but I'm scared and I know I got to get it checked out. Had my mom and my daughter trying to diagnose and they were putting their, heads together and things like that. So that was, my week. I had a great weekend, but then that was what was, left. And I ended up having to sit for almost from the rest of Sunday, all Monday, and going into Tuesday, just feeling miserable, really miserable. So I'm glad you came when you did, Kay. How are you? Did you graduate yet? When's your last final day of class? I know that you love your job and your grad and honey, I do have two packages that are going out. They're supposed to go out this week, but if you scroll back, you'll see why I never made it. I had a good time that ended in a horrible time. But I have two packages going out. One to Kay for his graduation. You come home from working hard, you're going to put your feet up and you're just going to be able to relax. And then one going out to my sweetie pie there in Alaska. And hopefully you guys have just a little bit of enjoyment, just putting your feet up and just kind of relaxing, watching TV while you guys are crafting. I'm good. Tomorrow, then Thursday is graduation. Oh, that's gonna be so fun. All righty. Hey, Angie's. So yeah, just wanted to kind of share that with you guys. An update on my brother. Just gonna enjoy beating him up again. How much fun I had over the weekend, and then my painful just spiral into. Ugh, I just gotta get my face taken care of. That's all. It did blister up and it scabbed really bad. Like that's. I feel like I look like a monster. So thanks, Mama. You're not gonna think I'm ugly because you love me. But I do feel because I'm your baby. Well, I'm about to go. Where is that painting from? Dreamer Designs. Yeah, so if you guys, I agree with you, Susan. It does sound like an allergic reaction to something. I sure will, Kate. Now tell mom you said hi. So I hope that's what it is. Sherry is an allergic reaction. That's what I'm hoping for, and that we can just get some of that stuff and figure out what I'm allergic to. But I'm scared. Love you too, Rhonda. Carolyn Coach. Hey, you should chat with Rose Prophet. She has some similar symptoms. I will definitely have to do that. Thank you. You guys all have a great night. Also, thank you so very much for coming out, hanging out. I had a ball sharing my weekend with you guys, sharing all of my fun and my little stories. My mom said you had to be there. My mom was the star of the show. She definitely got along awesome with Curtis. That's true. Thank you guys again for coming. Make sure if you guys are interested in any more of his pieces, check my link down in the description box and use my code TF15 to shop Dreamer Designs. Thank you. Have a good evening, guys. Bye.